Good morning, children. Hope you are doing well. In the last class, we discussed about velocity and average velocity and also the difference between velocity and speed. Okay, hope you clear that. Today we are going to discuss more problems about speed, velocity, average speed and average velocity. Okay, the first problem is an object travels 16 minutes in 4 seconds and then another 16 minutes in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? We have to find the average speed of the object. We know the equation for average speed is. What is the equation for average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Total distance traveled by total time. Okay, so average speed is equal to total distance by total time. We have to find the total distance and total time from the question. That is, an object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. We have to divide this question into two. That is, in first case, in case 1, the distance travelled 16 meter in 4 seconds. That is, the distance is equal to 16 meter and the time is equal to 4 seconds. Okay, in the next case, case 2, that is 16 meter in 2 seconds. That is, distance is equal to 16 meter. Then time is equal to 2 seconds. Therefore, here we have to calculate the total distance. We have to calculate the average speed. Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Here the total distance is distance in case 1 plus distance in case 2. That is, total distance is equal to distance in case 1. Distance in case 1 plus distance in case 2. That is, distance in case 1, that is 16 meter, plus distance in case 2, that is 16 meter. 16 plus 16, 32 meter. This is the total distance. Then total time is equal to, here time in first case, that is 4 seconds, plus time in second case, that is 2 seconds. That is 4 plus 2, 6 seconds. Okay. So, the total distance is 32 meter and total time is 6 seconds. Then average speed is equal to total distance by total time. That is, total distance is here 32 meter by total time is 6 seconds. 32 meter and 6 seconds. 32 by 6, it is approximately equal to 5.3. That is, the unit of average speed is meter per second. In every problem, you should write the unit. Unit, it is important. The unit of every quantity you have to write. So, here average speed is equal to 5.3 meter per second. That is, the average speed of the car is 5.3 meter per second. Hope you clear that. Then we move on to the next question. The second question is, Usha swims in a 90 meter long pool. She covers 180 meter in 1 minute by swimming from one end to the other end and back along the same straight path. Find the average speed and average velocity of Usha. We have to find the average speed. Here we have to find the average speed and the average velocity. That is, Here average speed, we already know, the average speed is equal to, while doing a problem, first you have to write the equation. Here average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Okay, what is the total distance here and the total time? That is, Usha swims in a 90-meter long pool. If there is a pool, it is 90. There is a pool, it is 90 meter long. 90 meter long. And this pool, she covers 180 meter. She covers 180 meter in 1 minute. That is, she covers 180 meter means she starts from here and she covers 90 meter, then again 90 meter and reaches here, that is 180 meter. She covers one round here. Okay, she starts from here and ends here. She covers 180 meter in 1 minute. Okay, therefore here total distance is equal to 180 meter, and the total time, the time taken to cover this 180 meter, that is the total time, that is equal to 1 minute. It can be, our unit is in meter per second, so we have to change it into seconds, that is 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay, therefore average speed, here average speed is equal to total distance by total time, that is equal to total distance 180 by total time 60 seconds. Okay, therefore 6 by 18, it is 3 meter per second. So here average speed is equal to 3 meter per second. Then what is the average velocity? Here the girl starts from here and she completes a round here. That is, the initial velocity and final velocity is here at the same point. That is, the displacement here will be 0. That is, here the displacement is 0. Displacement is equal to 0. Therefore, average velocity is also 0. Hope you clear that. That is, here she starts the journey from here and she covers 90 meter and then covers 90 meter, 90 plus 90, 180 meter, and she ends here. She starts and ends her journey at the same point. So the displacement will be 0 and the average velocity also will be 0. Hope you clear that. Then we move on to the next question. Then the third question, it is in page number 112, the second question. Okay, that is, the question is, Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B of a straight 300 meter road in 2 minutes 30 seconds and then turns around and jogs 100 meter back to point C in another 1 minute. What are Joseph's average speed and velocities in jogging A from A to B, B from A to C? Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B. We understand that there are two ends, that is the two ends, that is A and B. Okay, the two ends, that is one end is A and the other end is B. That is, Joseph jogs from one end A to other end B. Okay, it is a straight. Okay, that is 300 meter long. It is 300 meter. It is 300 meter long. From A to B, the distance is 300 meter. He takes to cover from one end A to B. That is, he takes 2 minutes 30 seconds to cover 300 meter. To cover 300 meter, he takes 2 minutes 30 seconds. He turns around, he returns back and jogs 100 meter back. Then he returns back, that is, and he covers 100 meter. That is from here. Okay, this is the point C. 100 meter back to point C. So this is the point C, and the difference between these, the distance is 100 meter. Okay, first the Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B, that is 300 meter in 2 minutes 30 seconds, and he returns from the point B and back to C, and he covers 100 meter there, and the time taken is 1 minute. So what is the average speed and velocities in jogging? From A question is from A to B, then B question is from A to C. We have to calculate from A to B and from A to C. Okay, so first we have to calculate the average speed. That is, we know the equation for average speed. While giving a problem, first you have to write the equation. That is, average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Average velocity can be written as displacement by time. Average velocity, we studied that the equation for average velocity is initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. And the equation for average velocity can also be written as displacement by time. It is also correct. Here the first case, the first question from A to B. That is, from A to B, the total distance. First we have to calculate the total distance from A to B. Total distance is from A to B, the total distance is equal to 300 meter. And total time is equal to 2 minutes 30 seconds. To cover this 300 meter, it takes 2 minutes 30 seconds. 2 minutes 30 seconds. This 2 minutes 30 seconds, we have to convert it into seconds. We know 1 minute is 60 seconds. Therefore, 2 minutes is 2 into 60 plus 30 seconds is there. Okay. Therefore, 2 into 60, that is 120 seconds plus 30 seconds, that is 150 seconds. Okay. Hope you clear that. That is, from A to B, that is total distance is 300 meter and total time is 150 seconds. Then the average speed is equal to, we already said that average speed is equal to total distance by total time. That is, total distance is 300 meter and total time is 150 seconds. So the average speed, that is 15 into 230, that is 2 meter per second. The answer is the average speed is equal to 2 meter per second. We have to calculate the average velocity. Average velocity is equal to displacement by time. What is the displacement here? Displacement is equal to, displacement is the final position minus initial position. That is the final, here we have to calculate from A to B, that is the final position is B and initial position is A. 300 meter. Displacement here is 300 meter. And the time is same as that of 2 minutes 30 seconds. Time is equal to 2 minutes 30 seconds, that is 150 seconds. Therefore, average velocity is equal to displacement, that is 300 meter by time 150 seconds. So it is also 2 meter per second. That is, here average speed is also 2 meter per second. And the average velocity is also 2 meter per second. Okay, then in the next case, that is B. In the next question, from A to C. From A to C, we have to calculate the average speed. That is total distance by total time. Total distance is, what is the total distance here? From A to C. First, here Joseph jogs from A to B, then B to C. That is, from A to B it is 300 meter. From B to C it is 100 meters. So the total distance covered by Joseph is 300 plus 100. Total distance is equal to 300 meter plus 100 meter to 400 meter. Okay, then total time. What is the total time here? In order to cover the 300 meter, it takes 2 minutes 30 seconds, and to cover 100 meter, it is 1 minute. 2 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 minute. That is 2 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 minute. That is 2 minutes plus 1 minute, 3 minutes. That is 3 minutes 30 seconds. That is 3 into 60. We know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Therefore, here 3 minutes is 3 into 60 seconds plus 30 seconds. That is equal to 180 plus 30. That is 210 seconds. Okay, then the average speed here is equal to total distance by total time. Total distance 400 meter by 210 seconds. That is approximately equal to average speed is 40 by 21. It is approximately equal to 1.9 meter per second. So here average speed is 1.9 meter per second. We have to calculate the average velocity also. From A to C, what is the average velocity? From A to C, what is the average velocity? That is, average velocity is the displacement by time. Average velocity is the displacement by time. What is the displacement here? We have to calculate from A to C. That is, from A to C, it is, what is the displacement? That is, we know the displacement is the final position minus initial position. That is, from here initial position is A and final position is C. So it is the difference between these two. That is, we know total from A to B, this is 300 meter. From C to B, it is 100 meter. 300 minus 100, this A to C is equal to 200 meter. Total 200 plus 100, 300 meter from A to B. That is, the balance will be from A to C, it is 200 meter. That is, the displacement will be 200 meter. From A to C, the displacement will be 200 meter. Then what is the time? The time is from, to cover A to C, the time taken is 2 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 minute. That is 2 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 minute. To cover from A to C, the time is same as that of average speed. That is 2 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 minute, 3 minutes 30 seconds. That is, we already said that it is 210 seconds, 210 seconds. Okay, then average velocity is equal to displacement by time. That is, displacement is equal to 200 meter by 210 seconds. That is approximately equal to 0.95 meter per second. That is 200 by 210 second. It is approximately equal to 0.95 meter per second. This is the answer for average velocity. Okay, you have to practice these problems. Okay, in exam you will ask many problems from this section, that is average velocity and the average speed. So you have to practice it well. Then we will continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.